And now for a closer look into the summit between President Park Geun and Chinese President Xi Jinping, we have Professor Kim Jae of Sogang University joining us via Skype. Thanks for being here, Professor.
Well, it's good to be here.
So time seemed to matter little to the two leaders as they talked past the scheduled time and even held a special luncheon. Quantity certainly stands for something. Does that put extra emphasis on the significance of this summit?
Well, certainly, but I think it was pretty much anticipated that President Park would receive a very special treatment from Chinese leadership. Although I think a special luncheon followed by the summit meeting was a little bit extraordinary. You know, it's a testament to the fact that the relationship between the two countries has reached another level, and the relations between the two countries has never been better than this.
Right, Professor, of course, the focal point of the summit will be on North Korea, and it seems like they've released a statement today that the two sides will stand together and act against any acts that trigger tensions on the Korean peninsula. What's your take on this statement?
I think both countries, I think President Xi Jinping and President Park are virtually on the same page. I think both countries came to an agreement that North Korean provocation and North Korean nuclear weapons program pose serious threats to the stability and peace in the region. So I think that's the reason why President Xi Jinping pledged further support on cooperating with, not with just South Korea, but with the other stakeholder countries in the region in terms of doing some more things to denuclearize North Korea.
And the two leaders today also agreed to hold a three-way summit with Japan. It's difficult to miss the anti-Japan subtext of China's war victory parade that's going to take place tomorrow. Does the summit among Seoul, Beijing, and Tokyo point to thawing relations of the three countries?
I think yes, because it's no secret that history issues have soured the relations between Korea and Japan, and also the relations between China and Japan. But they also will have to find ways in which they can band fences with Japan, and so that we will have to hold trilateral summit meetings between the three countries, and this could create a momentum to ease tensions between three countries, although it is very difficult to predict long-term effects of the three-way summit meeting, which is going to be held in late October or early November.
You've also mentioned that this is a big step toward in terms of diplomatic achievements of Korea. Could you tell us more about that?
I think it was a bit of a daunting diplomatic move on the part of President Park Geun's government, given the nature of relationship between China and the U.S. Many people worry that President Park's visit to China could do some damage to our bilateral relationship with the United States. But we can maintain a good relationship with both countries, and we'll have to do this.
Right. On that note, when it comes to South Korean President Park Geun holding summit talks with President Barack Obama, would you have any advice in terms of certain points that she could be a little bit more firm or a little bit more gentle in terms of persuading the U.S. with certain topics? Are there any points that you would like to point out?
I think we'll have to keep reminding our American counterpart that our position in the region is very different from Japan. In case of Japan, it is no secret that they placed all their bets on bilateral relations with the United States at the risk of doing damage to their relations with China. Actually, our strategic value can also increase. I mean, from the eyes of American strategists.
All right, Professor Kim, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.